Evening, merry drinkers. Welcome back. Looking at another single hopper today, a new one to me. This is going to be Peacharine. This is a nice chunky can from DEYA in Cheltenham. Their saturated range always examines one hop in particular. I've not seen one of these for a while, but yes, we've got Peacharine going on in this one. Peacharine is a New World hop that's been developed in New Zealand, and they've come up with the name, I'm assuming because it tastes of peach and nectarines, but we'll see. It's not been commercially available for that long. I think about 2022, 2023 it really came out for the people to test it. I'd imagine it's got to a nice price point now where people can really experiment with it quite hard. It's quite low on the acids, so it should lend itself in it'd be in that Citra range where it should be nice and juicy and a little bit bitter, and then we can see if it produces a well-balanced beer on its own. They're based in Cheltenham. They're not too far from the train station there, Cheltenham Spa train station. A fabulous tap room. The old crocodile sort of brings it in. I'll just zoom it in because you can get from the train station quite easily. They've expanded, but they have been there since definitely the last few years. The brewery itself's been going since 2015. Used to be really exciting. All the stuff they brought out definitely used to get into. I think these days it's still owned by the same guy, so it's still 3O Frame who owns them. They came up with Steady Rolling Man, and that is at least 50% of their overall beer production now, so that is paying the bills, and they can experiment with some other more wild styles or single hop beers. I think their big juicy hop IPAs and their pales are their best beers, and the crocodile that they have in on the front and then we've got in on the pint glass, nice little emblem. So this is 8%. I got it from the Fuss Club. It was £6.84. Do obviously get a bigger can, but I could only buy one, so I'm assuming might have been the last one. Let's have a look what she looks like. It's definite haze, sort of a yellowy with tints of orange. I can already smell quite a lot of stone fruit off this. A big can, will I get all of that in there? Yeah, not looking too bad, so. Got a fair few amount of bubbles going up on the inside. It does look a cracking beer. Yeah, Freestyle Hops of New Zealand who developed this. We're looking for drinkability, I think. Something nice, juicy, plenty of fruit, a little bit of bitterness just on its own. Yeah, that smells wonderfully peach. I'll just get a picture so we can see what she looks like. It's a lovely smelling pint. There's a slight bit of floralness off the top, but in the main it's the stone fruit. Again, not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it might, something called Peacharine would be heavily off both, but I'd say it's more of a subtle citrus on the nose. 8% beer, but it doesn't smell like it, even though it's a traditional sort of quite small, compact head from a deeper. Right, let's give her a butcher's to the DEYA, always capital letters, and Saturated In Peacharine. Cheers. Oh, that's packed full of flavour. I'd say that's immediate nectarine, even if without even trying to taste it. There's a nice medium body, sort of very gentle, almost nothing carbonation going on it. Feels very soft in the mouth, very nice. proper nectarine flavour to it. I'm not picking up too much peach. It's a bit more of a candied tropical fruit. And it's very gentle. You're getting that slight sort of body in the beer to indicate that it's quite strong, but the actual beer in itself is very drinkable. And I'd say there's almost no bittering on the back. It's not particularly juicy, it's just nice fruit impact all the way through. Sweet on the front, and then it's got a slight sweetness on the back. I'd have to say 8% might be a danger that you're going to be throwing this back. Don't think it's got too much on the can. It just says gorgeously freshly harvested crop year 2026 and hand selected peacharine from our friends at Freestyle Hops. Fully saturated action. 8% contains barley, oats and wheat. And that's your lot. Traditional DEYA approach to a saturated series with just the one hopper. They've gone for it regardless. It's very tasty. I don't want to slap it back too quick, but it's the body, the style, the way it's lightly carbonated and doesn't have too much overpowering flavour. This is this is delicious. Might even be a slight bit of coconut type flavour in there now, just the way the creaminess lends to it. I'd be very interested to see this combined with other New Zealand hops. A bit of Nelson in there, which tends to have a little bit more sharpness and bitterness, a bit more sort of white wine flavour to it. Similar to the others, Mosswecker and Riaka, all the New Zealand hops and the way the soil and the maritime air there sort of has developed, they seem to combine really, really well. That, if you can ever get hold of a saturated series by DEYA, they've always been good. They've been few and far between these days. Maybe they've done all the historic ones and they're looking for new ones to try out. But they're heavy hopped IPAs, maybe, and pale ales, maybe not as great as they used to be, but this is proper solid. And if you're looking to taste a bit of peacharine, this is definitely on the nectarine end of scale of things, but an excellent beer. Good to see DEYA still going. And peacharine, another interesting New World hop. There's definitely something in the soil that makes West Coast America incredibly bitter, and the New World much more relaxed and easygoing. Maybe that's the way it is in real life. But saturated in peacharine, and today, see you later, alligator, or maybe in a while, crocodile. Cheers.